Good afternoon. It's Book of the Month Club time. And for the Book of the Month, I often take notes, so it's not as free form as a typical video. But this week's book is called Hacking of the American Mind. It's by Robert Lustig, L-U-S-T-I-G. And I think the central premise of the book really is understanding what companies know about how our brains work and how they seek to exploit that for their gain. And so he put together a list of, would seem pretty obvious, but I think when you wrap it into this context, it's pretty interesting. But he puts together a list, basically how Madison Avenue works to effectively message, to get our attention for profit. And so he just lists 8 things, and it's interesting how it starts and ends in terms of the bookends. But the first one is happiness and pleasure. Let's cater to that mechanism in the brain which wants happiness and pleasure. And then, of course, pivots to number 2, which is desire, dopamine, and love. Who doesn't want those things? And then we have a descent into Hades, descent into hell if otherwise. Then we have contentment and serotonin. Number 5 is unhappiness and hedonic behaviors. Number 6 is connecting and communicating. Number 7, how does it affect our self-worth, improving others, or improving ourselves rather. And then finally, as I said, the bookend is pleasure and happiness. And so really he goes through and describes how Madison Avenue utilizes all of those different things in that list to effectuate their messaging to you to get you to take action. And so it's interesting because it really explores the distinction between pleasure and happiness. It just covers the role of neurotransmitters and the impact of modern culture and technology on human well-being. So it's an interesting read. If you see it, pick it up. But there's the Book of the Month. Happy to answer any questions you may have.